Hello! Today we will talk about scale. How can we use scale? When should we use scale measures? Here you can see a drawing where we have a house, a chair and a pen cup. And here we have all our usable formats from A4 to A1, vertical and horizontal. First question is, how can we put our house in one of those formats? House is too big, so we have to make it smaller. But the wrong way would be if I draw that house somehow like that. Window, a door, and if we take a look, door is very thin, window is maybe not at the proper place, and all my measures won't be correct. So for proper drawing we should scale all measures equally. What does it mean? Here you can take a look at table. If we have scale 1 to 1, it means that our object and our drawing is same size. If we have to make our object smaller on paper, we will have to use those diminishing scales. And it means that if our object is 1, as in nature, and our scale 2, it means that on paper our object is twice smaller than in real world. In that situation our object in real life is 1 and on paper it's scaled 20 times. And those increasing scales are opposite those ones. In that case our drawing is twice bigger than original one. Here our drawing is 10 times bigger than original one, and so on. If our house is 5 meters long and 5.5 meters high, we have to scale it at least for 10 times to place it in A1 format, and maybe it will be not enough. Let's try. If the length of my house is 5 meters and height is 3000 millimeters, I can draw a box with side length 500 millimeters, height 300 millimeters. This is that part of my house 10 times smaller. So I can squeeze it in my format, but there is very little space left. And if I will put those roof ends here, I won't have space in that format. And I don't want to use such a big paper for such a primitive house. So I would like to use A3 format. If my A3 format is 420 millimeters high, I should decide how much should we scale our house to get it in A3 format. Let's see. If we want to scale our house 20 times, we should take a look at those measures. 5000 millimeters plus 500, it will be 6000. If we divide 6000 by 20, we will have 30 centimeters. In that case, we have not enough space. So let's divide it by 25. And let's start. Length of lowest part of our house is 5 meters. So we can divide 5000 by 25. We will have 200, and height of our wall is 3000 divided by 25, we will have 12 centimeters. Let's draw it. Length 200, height 120. This box. Let's put it in our A3 format, and it looks nice. Here we will have plenty of space for our frame, and now we will put our roof in position. Let's measure the height of the roof. 5.5 meters minus 3 meters, the height of the roof will be 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters divided by 25, there will be 100 millimeters. And this part, 500, if there was 200 millimeters, there will be 20. Okay, let's draw. From the center, I will make a line 10 centimeters long. From this corner to the right 20 millimeters and up. and from this corner to the left and up. So that's it. This is our roof. Later we can put down window and doors and chimney and so on. But what is also very important, when we shall put down our dimensions, we should use the real world dimensions, like this. Length of our house on paper is 20 centimeters or 200 millimeters, but we will show 5000 millimeters. And if we will miss some dimension, let's say we didn't show the height of the roof, we can take a ruler and take this dimension, 100 millimeters. And now we can take calculator and multiply those 100 millimeters 25 times, and we will have 2,500 millimeters or 2.5 meters, like this. So now we can go to our chair and try to put it in A4 format. So if the height of our chair is 1 meter, we can divide it by 2, but then it will be 50 centimeters. We can divide it by 4, it will be 25, but let's divide by 5. The height will be 20 centimeters, and the depth of our chair will be 100 millimeters. Let's draw a box, 10 and 20. This box is 5 times smaller than our chair. We can try to scale our chair 5 times and put in that box. Let's try to do it. Perfect. And now we can place this chair in our format. Very good. We have plenty place for dimensions and our frame. So here we have our dimensions. The height of our chair is 1 meter and the depth is 50 centimeters. And if I forgot to put down, let's say, this dimension, I can take a ruler and multiply those 90 millimeters by 5. Let's do it. 90 multiplied by 5, 450 millimeters, like this. And the last one is our pen cup. So we can place this pen cup on our format, and there is slightly different problem. It's too small. There is a plenty space around this cup, but we will not be able to put all dimensions because there is a radius, there is a heights and different angles and so on. So we should use multiply scale, and let's think, if we will make this pen cup twice bigger, it will be something like that. Let's try to make it 4 times bigger, 4 to 1, like that. It looks good, and we have space for placing measures and for our drawing frame. Let's put down our measures. So I just put down 2 measures, and as you see, they are as in real world. And if we didn't put down this measure, we can take a ruler, take this measure, 18 centimeters. Okay, let's use calculator. 180 divide by 4, 45 millimeters. So the height of our pen cup will be 45 millimeters. What is also very important, we should put down the scale. Otherwise we won't be able to know how much times did we make it bigger or smaller. 4 to 1 and actual size. With our chair the same, 1 to 5 and actual dimensions, and with our house the same, 1 to 25, and we place actual dimensions also here. Here you can take a look at all standards which we can use for scaling our objects. I hope this tutorial was worth hearing it. Wish you luck!